Hello, everybody. It's your boy Dante, aka Sawyer, aka Bloodless, and today we're back with some Academy games. And I've been looking forward to doing this for a bit. Now, you may have noticed I've been doing a lot of these, uh, and I love them. But recently we've had a lot of blowouts. Academy is typically chaotic, very chaotic. Everyone is around the same TPE, so I'm very much hoping for some back and forth thrillers today. That would really tickle my fancy, as they say. Uh, but yes, we have some very fun games lined up for tonight. Which I honestly forget which matches we have. I'm just assuming they're fun. Uh, but we'll see in a minute here, anyways. We're gonna start off with Stockholm, and they're gonna be playing Atletico. Okay, so Atletico is playing a very strange formation, honestly. They do have a midfielder, but they also have a left attack midfielder there, along with two strikers. It's like they moved their whole forward formation, like, to the left. Jansen to Adamonis, sorry. Dono picks it up, tries across the bubble gum, and it's intercepted, so already starting off with just kind of some usual counter shenanigans. The ball bouncing off people, random players picking it up. Adamonis to the legend, back to the legend. Stotch picks it up. Run up this middle by Bubblegum. It's tackled away, but Jansen immediately picks up and takes a shot. And it's over. Goalie's going to kick it out. It's bouncing up the wing. Boma picks it up to pass to the floor. And it's going to be Gruber, who makes a nice shot, but Cheese, the cheese man himself. Like in the memes when they throw a slice of cheese on a cat's face. Yeah, he blankets that shot. Little cross in, picked up by Adamonis. The legend does take a shot, but Cheese once again makes a nice save. So it's going to be Gruber on this corner now. Boots it in. It's a header attempt by Dono. Dono? Dono? I don't know. No. There's Dono. It is Doto, by the way. The one I was trying to call out. He's the only player on the legend team other than the goalie. Alright. I love it. He's hard carry for real at CB. Anyway, Stotch now has the ball passing up the middle to Bubblegum. Looks to carry it up. The big man is going to bounce it back to the legend player. He's going to pass it to Stotch to Dono. Bumps it out to the wing to Metalbeard. Tries to take the shot, but bounces off the player in front of him. I think that was Jansen. And goes beside the net. Jansen now has a corner. Boots it to Stotch, who boots it back to Jansen. Before it's intercepted with pretty much a lot of ease. Let's be honest, it wasn't much. It wasn't very difficult to get that one. Anyway, the legend player's going to cross it from pretty far away, tries to get it to Jansen. The header attempt is on target, but the goalie just collects it pretty easily. So far, not quite a thriller, but we still got time. So the legend Isagi is going to take this corner. It's headed away. Adamonis is going to push the legend player to floor. And we get a little bit of bouncing back before it ends up out of bounds, so we're going to be throwing. So Letico is going to bounce this one around. Looks to hit it into Maple, but doesn't get it. Picked up. Stotch now has it, taken up the middle, lose possession of it to Legend Gordon. To Gruber, who takes a wicked shot, and it's too far over, but I respect the effort. Jeez, pass to the Legend, who's going to boot it up to Stotch. Too far. Picked up by the Legend player. Bouncing on Letico takes a shot, and it's a big whiff by Legend Gordon, I think. It was the Legend or Gordon or Legend Maple, but either way. Free shot in front of the net. You take half a second, just look where you're going, and you fire that home. But instead, they just fire it into Lumberjack's home, about, townhouses down. Poor Lumberjack. I'm sure that ball was sent through his window. I wish I had a soundboard right now so I could play like any Lumberjack clip ever. Anyways, Atletico's going to start with the ball in the second half. Back to Doto. Pass up to Gordon to Gruber to another Legend player. Legend Maple has in front of the net. He takes the shot. That was a really nice try. So we'll see if he was surrounded by like 3 players, so it's not a surprise he ended up missing the shot. Did a great job closing off those shooting lanes, but still. So far, pretty balanced. Ooh, lose possession. It's fine. Asagi now has it, running up the middle. Metalbeard is covering him. Almost blocks him, but doesn't get it. And the shot goes over the net anyways. Rupert's going to look to boot this one in. It's headed away. And the header attempt in just goes very high. So the goalie picks it pretty cleanly. No fanfare. No complications. Ooh, a very long throw into Nunez. It's picked up by the Legend player. It's picked up to Asagi, who shoots and scores. It's similar to Asagi in the anime, the manga, the Bulag verse. Right time, right place. It's similar to Asagi. Half his goals should be offside. But, oh wow. He was barely offside, though. Wow. Half a step. No, his leg was offside, but he was making his way back. Either way. Who's gonna boot it to the wing? Gruber's gonna have it now. Pushing up quite nicely. Has a nice amount of speed. Tries to get to Maple. Does take a shot, but body blocked by Legend Lind, I believe. Legend Asagi, who had that goal disallowed, is going to take this corner instead of Gruber. It's going to be headed away. Looks like the floor is going to collect it. Pass into Gruber and to highlight. Okay. Ramirez is going to throw this one in. Gruber boots it to Rama. It doesn't matter. They're already a Legend player. All we care is that Gruber made a beautiful pass. It looked pretty with that little jump and wicked sidekick. Metalbeard's going to pick this one up after the clear. It's going to be Stotch in the middle to Adamonis, but it's picked up from him. He loses possession, so Atletico's going to hit him on a nice counter. Let's see DeFleur cross it. Tries to. Stotch kicks it into Metalbeard's back. Beautiful teamwork. Goes back Stotch. They try to clear it. They fail. Oh my gosh. Cheese almost. That was on target. I think Cheese would have whiffed on that. It was a little to the right. Asagi has a shot. Cheese makes a very nice save. There was a lot of bodies in the way there, blocking his vision. So, that was very good. Man, I want to see like a wicked curling shot. Like someone on like the far right side of the field curls one into the net, You know, I want to shoot. I want to score a goal from a corner kick. Let's pass him to Gruber, I think it was, or DeFleur, but either way, the shot is bad, so. Stotch, back to the legend player. Crosses it in, and that's a header for Bubblegum. And, despite the name, ball's not very sticky to Bubblegum. It tends to, bounce towards the net. Disallowed? Oh my god, a second disallowed goal. That's nuts. Wait, huh? Oh, come on. Jansen was offside there? I don't think Jansen was, like, really offside there. They need to show us a close-up of the feed instead. Okay, goalie Cheese has it. I'm still shocked that goal was offside. Woolers. Wooters? Wooters. To Metalbeard on the wing. Metalbeard's going to look to bring this one up. Pass back to Wooters, who's going to have it. Back to Metalbeard to Stotch, who takes the shot. And it's an incredible save by Dace Champs. Is that his name? Champs? I think it's Champs. But either way, an incredible save by him. Okay, crossed in by Stotch. And wow! Bubblegum, he makes sure that this one goes in. Beautiful header by him. The big man himself, who towers over his teammates. Yeah, just... he barely has to jump for that. So, Stockholm now is going to be up 1-0. That's a long cross to attempt to Gruber, but it's too far, so out of bounds. Gruber, nope. We're going to have a goalie kick here from Cheese. Boot it way down the field. Let's see it. Boot it. He's wasting time. Classic, yes. Oh. Cheese playing some mind games or something here. He uses some wizardry to keep possession of the ball for the rest of the time. Okay. So, very interesting game. Atletico had a 3.01 XG and ended with 0 goals. That's rough. I know people keep saying legend players are very good early on, but my god, I think it's time we give, like, their finishing or something a little boost. Like, really tiny. Bring them up to, like, a 7 or 8 or something like that, right? Or maybe they are at 8. Maybe we need to bring them to 10. Can we bring up one legend player to a 20? Just see what happens. Maybe. Either way. A good matchup. Stockholm didn't really dominate that one as I would have liked to see from a team with a lot of users on it. But hey, I believe that was Gruber's debut. I think. So even if it wasn't, put up a pretty good performance. Nothing crazy, but it's good to see. Yeah. So Stockholm versus Atletico. Maybe we'll see mm, Istanbul versus Jakarta next or something. Port Royal versus Jakarta. Why do I feel like it's gonna be Jakarta? No, it's gonna be Istanbul, isn't it? Who knows? Oh, I was okay. I was right, but Jakarta, Adawa Accra. That was the other team I was gonna guess. They're playing a pretty typical uh, formation, and ooh, also another typical formation. Although four midfielders there. Interesting. They're positioned back like CDMs, so we'll see exactly how this group plays. As I don't recall seeing this formation from Adawa Accra prior. Oh, they're just legend players anyways, so let's see if Jakarta can't curb stomp them. End of highlight. Oh, that was fast. Oh, yeah. Legend Chicken to Legend Whittington. And the L's are going to give it the fish. He shoots and misses, so isn't offside anyways. That's a shame. So Phantom Ben's going to take this corner. And it's headed away, but edge of the box, Fish picks it up, back to Phantom Ben's, back to Fish, who takes the shot. And it's a block by the goalie, no, by Legend Torres. Phantom Ben's on another corner. Boots it in, headed away by a Legend player. Fish picks it up. Just kicks it across the guy's leg so that they get the corner. Third corner in a row. Pass back to Fish, who's going to pass back to Phantom Benz. Looks to cross it. Legend player tries to head it in, but no dice. Oh, another corner. Kicks it in, headed away. Fish going to pick this one up as usual. To a Legend player, back to Fish, back to a Legend player, back to Fish, who going to take the shot. Does take the shot, and it's across the side of the net, so no good. Another corner, like fifth one in a row. Surprise, this one is actually picked up by Skotchikov, not Fish. Ain't that crazy? That was like 5 corners in a row. Oh, we get another. All right. Phantom Benz crosses it in again. Snooks takes a header shot with that one. It was interesting. Not bad idea. May as well. Because, this next time it's going to be another Phantom Benz corner kick, right? So. It's not? I broke the curse. I did it. Anyways, we got some legends passing up the wing here. Torres, in particular, lose possession to Wag. Pass to Legend Brooks, back to L. Whittington, to Phantom Benz, who helps move the ball up to Rylakin, apparently. Who I'm going to catch Slackin, apparently. With a bad pass to Phantom Benz, who takes the shot and goes far, so. I know, Rylakin, but it's Ryklin to me. Because I'm blind. And Skotchkov kicks this one in. Nice header attempt. Bicycle kick attempt by Legend Whittington, who unlocks super speed after that. Well, that was interesting. The Legend Whittington, he unlocked super speed. That might be an advantage for Jakarta. Either way, Fish has it past Skotchikov. He's going to carry this one in the box. He's going to take a shot. He puts it in and he takes a beautiful shot. Adrian Skotchikov. Wow. What an incredible shot. I just need to see this one again. Just to appreciate that. Goes all the way up. He's really close and just kicks it past Legend, ya boy. Just on the inside of it, too. He was so far away from that line. There was no chance he was offside. That was absurd. So Jakarta is going to enter halftime with a 1-0 lead. And again, that play by Skotchkov was spectacular. I really can't think of a better play. So halftime. I mean, I'm going to continue cheering on Jakarta, who has more actual players. But yeah. Fun start so far, I'd say. Even if it's a bit quiet goal scoring wise. Ooh. Bonnie. Huh? Huh? Little legend Duncan just, huh. Relaxing. Reichman to Donnie, who just, huh? Donnie scored that, though. No? Am I going crazy? Okay, he's gonna get this one again. Here's the pass. Scotchnikov is gonna have another chance for a goal. Way off. Oh, Scotchnikov. Oh, Scotchy. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, legend players pass it back. It's stolen by Wiggins to Fish to Scotchnikov, who has a chance but isn't able to fire off fast enough. That's really unfortunate. Ooh. What is going on? Why is the goalie... Oh, in the box penalty? No. Wait, yes! It's going to be Fish lining up to take this one. So Jakarta looking to score 3-0. Beautiful save by Yabois as Fish unfortunately fails to extend their lead. So Scatchy's going to kick this one in the corner. It's still a little low, but Fish has a chance around the net. Pass to Wiggins, who whips one, but saved by Yabois. And Skotchkov has another chance, but the instant volley does not work out in his favor. Skotchkov once again going to kick this in. Fish picks it up. We've already seen this about 8 times this game, but that's fine. We're lacking to the legend, to Snooks, to Whittington, to Chicken, who's going to bring this one up the wing. Crosses it in nicely, and to Phantom Benz, who did have a really legitimate shot for that one. This guy wasn't marking him too closely. I really feel like he should have just jumped up for a header. It says there on the left that it was an own goal. That's why. That's a shame because Donnie deserved that goal. Either way, Maxwell gonna pass it into the middle. Okay, dangerous territory for legend players, I'd say. Almost loses. Oh, they do lose it now. Phantom bends to Rylak, and who's gonna wait a second, pass up the wing to Donnie, looking to probably put it into one of his teammates. Gets it to Skoshikov, who gets it back to Wag, passes it into Fish, who managed to keep it inbounds. Looks to put it to the corner once again. Wag picks it up. Now back to Rylakin. They'll reset here for a second. Who's going to bounce up the wing, cross it in, and oh, what a header. What a beautiful header time. I think that was Fish. Unfortunately, it bounces off the post and into the goalie's hands. A touch more to the left, and that's one of the goals of this first half of the season. One of the best goals. I mean. So, Jakarta has not extended their lead up to 3-0, but with 10 minutes left in the game, a victory looks to be within their reach. So, Torres going to bounce up the wing here, looking to cross it in. Doesn't have anyone he wants. So a little bit of passing, and it's a shot from... I couldn't tell you that guy's name. I could, probably. I can. Camavinga. Legend Camavinga. It sounds like a pasta noodle or something like. And Chicken. A little bit of passing in. And just keeps it simple. He just kind of ends up, fortunately, finding his way between the bodies after the corner. Yeah, Whittington to Chicken, who just taps it lightly. And yeah, boy, makes a big show of trying to jump for it, but nothing happens. So now Accra now is going to lose the game. Will they make it 3-1, or will it stay 3-0? Or maybe 4-0. Phantom bends to Fish, who does not have a shot, tries it. bounced, deflected out of bounds. So Phantom bends on this corner. Fires cross, headed away. Fish is going to pick it up. Pass to it, Chicken to Phantom Benz, who has a shot and takes it. Bounces off your boy's leg. So one more corner, I believe, before highlight ends. Our game end does hit it in. And Fish going to run back to pick it up. Highlight over, though. Another corner, though. Phantom Benz. Alright. It's a header. Pass Nooks to Phantom Benz. Tackle away by Torres will end the game. So, end score 3-0. And Legend Whittington is going to be the player of the match. He did have a beautiful assist, to be fair, but shame it didn't go to one of our actual players. Still, bravo, Jakarta. You did the bare minimum and beat a team of Legend players. Sweet. I will say, it was really cool to see that attempted, like, bicycle kick and stuff. That makes me want to hit a bicycle kick in a game. That'd be so cool. Either way, with that over, I think I'm going to guess Istanbul versus Victoria Falls, I think. We'll see how they massacre my boy this week. Istanbul, aka. Because, yeah, the situation ain't looking very good over there. Not yet, at least. Give it a little bit. I was right. Magic. I know. I'm actually cracked. I'm so cool. Yeah, Istanbul is just legend players. Victoria Falls is not just legend players. Actually, Victoria Falls Eagles are kind of a team I'm rooting for this season. Uh, at least I'm rooting for some of their players, independently of commentating, of course. Just they had an exciting game when I commentated my first academy match. So yeah, Istanbul a really bad whiff there. So Victoria Falls gets their first chance with the ball, though it ends. No counterattack. So Istanbul has this one. A corner kick in, headed away, but they get it. So a bunch of headers, all for Istanbul to end up with the ball at the corner. Legend Lobda to Legend Poot something. To Legend Knight, and what a save by Kane. Legend Airsoft had a beautiful shot there, and uh, Kane just made a better save than the shot. Corner is a decent header attempt, but doesn't work out. So, Legend Hall to Legend May, and back to Legend Goalie. Okay, so we get some passing up front before a big touch is going to dispossess him. So Eagles Star is going to carry this one up. Takes a long shot and fires it in. Tech Star. I read that media piece about you scoring 4 goals in 3 games. Make that 5 goals in 4 games, bud. Don't forget to give me a shout out in your next article. Yeah, continue the goal scoring ways, my friend. We love to see it. It was a really good shot too. Outside the box. Had a bit of curl on it. Nothing crazy for curl wise, but still I can sense it. The Academy chat getting hyped. As Victoria Falls opens the floodgates here. Will any water seep through? We'll see. O'Harley boots this one up to Noxus on the wing. Back to O'Harley in the center to the legend player who takes a wicked shot outside the box, but the goalie deflects it, so Sick is going to Have this corner. Boots it back to Tech Star, who boots it back to Sick. Boots it back to Tech Star. Bad takeaway. Istanbul's going to have it on a counterattack. Legend Aerosov carries this one up the wing. And he's going to boot it in to low. Back up the wing to Knight as they're just looking for a cross, clearly. And that's a bad header attempt. The jump was way too low. Eagles pick it up and end of highlight. So, a game with a healthy amount of back and forth and excitement. Boots up the wing to Hain, who's going to look for his partner, Star, in the middle. Doesn't get him, though. And Tech Star. 5 goals. 4 games. 1 injury. 1 penalty now awarded. Inside the box. So it's going to be Sick on the kick. Looking for a sick kick, baby. Boom! And it is a sick kick. Into the top left corner. So, it wasn't a bad attempt at the save, but it was very delayed. Either way, Victoria Eagles are going to go up 2-0. O'Harley heads this one to Noxus. Noxus looking... Ooh, he breaks past his guy with a burst of speed. Very high cross. Gets it to his man, Hain, but over the net. So, if the Eagles don't score a hat trick, don't score 3 points here, eating... I was gonna say quit. I was gonna say eating my hair. I don't know, but O'Harley, edge of the box, just boots one, and Legend Hale looks totally lost. Yeah, Nunez tries to clear it, but goes right to knock O'Harley's feet. So, yeah, halftime hat trick. I keep saying hat trick, but it's not a hat trick. 3 different players have scored. The team is a group has scored a group hat trick. How about that? 3-0. Not bad. Not bad. Although they haven't done excellent keeping possession of the ball. Just based off what the chart said there in the bottom left. Their formation definitely doesn't help with keeping possession. Definitely more defensive. I assume like a defensive pressing for Victoria. Either way, we got a little bit of passing on the back line here. It's eventually going to go to Nelson, who's going to boot it up to another Legend. Back. It's picked up by Legend Lopta, intercepted. End of highlights, so we'll see what happens here. Istanbul now has the ball once again in their own half, though. Looking to clear it with a long pass to Arasov, who's going to have it. Looks to pass to his man in the middle. He does, and it's back to a Legend player. Shot from distance. Oh, all he'd do was take a few steps into the box there to set his shot up. No one could have gotten him in time. Ooh, okay. Oh, Harley almost loses the ball. Picks it up on the touchline. Back to Legend player, now into Sick. And it's to Star who takes the shot. Offside. So, Star, even though he had that injury earlier, yeah, maybe he was faking it because he doesn't have that injury tag above his head, and it doesn't look like he's playing with too much injury. Star picks it up there, dances around a little bit with it before passing it back to his back line. A little bit of passing ends up in the hands of Hawkins, who we called his name a lot last week, but not this week. Nelson up the left wing to Harley, up to Noxus, continues the run up the wing. Crosses it in, maybe a touch early. Star takes a nice header attempt, but it's blocked by the goalie. So Sick, who scored a sick goal earlier, crosses it in. Header attempt is awry. Legend man picks it up and a highlight, so Sick gets another shot at the corner. This one is high, it's good. Header is not. O'Harley throws it in, not a kick. Goes up the wing. The clear isn't terrible. Gives enough deep time for the defense to set at least. But Istanbul's making some nice passes in the midfield to boot it around. Although they're going to need to actually try to make some progressive passes here if they want to break through. They do make one, but it's intercepted initially before being picked up by Knight, who crosses it. And it's a kind of a weak header attempt. Kane just plucks it out of the air with a half jump. O'Harley, another kick in, this one to Sick. Back to O'Harley, to Noxus. Crosses it, and it's going to be a shot. Star's header goes over. We've seen this so far a dozen times, it feels like. A long cross in. Another easy pickup, though, by legend Hall or Hale or whatever his name is. I don't know, man. Usually I would care enough to look. No, it's Hall. I do care enough to look. Dick's gonna have this on the wing. Pass it in, almost gets his star for a free goal. It doesn't. Now it's passed to Hayne, who's gonna carry this one up, takes the shot, and it's beautiful block by Hall. So he just stretches his body out nicely and keeps it out of the net. Nothing complicated. Sick crosses in. Nelson's gonna have it pass to the legend player Rashford. Back to Sick, takes the shot, bounces it off the defender. So another corner for them. Sick obviously did that because he wants to rack up corner stats. That is all. Back to Star, who just stands in place but fires a pretty powerful shot. And he scores 3 points for the field goal. Maybe even a rouge for one. Either way, Isabel with some nice passing attempts. Does get it to Legend Lopta, who's going to take a shot, which was really bad. For all the passing and as promising as that looked, it was just kind of bad with the finishing, so. Now Victoria's Eagles, they're going to have their legend players messing around before giving it to the actual players a little. Nope, their legend players want the spotlight. So, finally Hawkins on the wing, back to Hayne. So another legend to Hayne. Tries to get it to Rashford, legend, but doesn't get it. Stolen away, but Rashford steals it back. To Hawkins, to Hayne, to legend, to Rashford, legend. To another legend. Okay, Nelson has it. They can just keep passing the ball, wasting time. Oh, Harley has it. Might try to cross this one, and does. And the goalie picks it up as the whistles blow. So, Istanbul falls to, it was a movable force meets a unstoppable object. So, last one is going to be Perf versus Sid. Do with that information what you will. Royal versus Sydney, by the way. I'm a little too tired. Even acronyms are merging together. But it's fine. I'm starting to think the simmer might have fallen asleep here. Nope, we're good. Don't worry, guys. If the simmer does fall asleep, I'll turn this into a podcast. Actually, That should make you guys very worried, to be honest. Very, very worried. Anyways, Port Royal versus Sydney is going to um end our night off, or day, or afternoon. Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I think Academy matches actually air at 5 o'clock. They air during happy hour. Coincidence? I think not. But then again, that's just a theory. An Academy theory. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wish I could see some of the Academy grounds reactions to any and all of these matches. It's such a loss that I can't do that. I'm tempted to get a job that'll allow me to see into it, just so I know what you guys are saying. Either way, Port Royal gonna run a slightly weird formation, but really it's just that the the CM is just kicked off to the right instead of center. So, you know, as it stands now, Victoria Falls are going to be on top of the rankings. Oh, that is without knowing the outcome of this match, I believe. Cheeseburger is going to start this kickoff. Okay. Bittner to Thunder. It's a penalty. Hard tackle, so. Undisciplined schmucks. Sydney. Mm-mm-mm. The lock's gonna pass to Newman, but Newman just doesn't bother to touch the ball. Either way, they pick it up, so good for them. Bittner to Thunder, picked up by Tenderloin, though. Cheeseburger to Newman to Muchakupa. Not Koopa. Koopa? I don't know. We got Stapari here. They look for the header in, don't get it. Stapari picks it up, though, to Bittner to the legend player. It's a great save by Kerrigan. Gerard's going to toss this one in to Thunder, to Tenderloin, to Bittner. Back to Lexington, to Tenderloin once more. Who's going to put it back to Stapari, to Lexington, to Bittner, to Thunder. Who's going to carry this one up, take the shot. The goalie practices the denial of quantum physics right there. Phasing and gliding, but that's fine. Corner's blocked. Just gonna take another one. They didn't like the first one. The second one, there was a fly in their soup, so they have to go for the third one. So, like, it do be what it do be. Gerard. Gonna start with a throw in. Takes the Thunder. 1-2's it back to Bittner to Thunder. And into Cheeseburger. Not Cheeseburger, sorry. To Newman. Wait. I don't know if it was Cheeseburger or Newman. I think Cheeseburger had it and shot it. Maybe bounced off Newman. It's hard to tell. It all happened pretty fast. Bittner to Thunder. Oh my god. Newman just like Cheeseburger's tiny as hell. So Newman just like came up, some real David and Goliath type stuff, like move aside, little boy. Like Kratos and Atreus right there. I think that should be their names instead, their nicknames. Boy and Dad. Either way, Stapari has it past Gerard to Bittner. Bittner looks past the Thunder, gets in front of the net to Newman, who almost has a second one already. I just want to slam Newman just for that one, though. How dare you waste that opportunity? It was a goal and a shot. Goal and an opportunity. I'm more disappointed because I want to see more goals. But that's all. Yeah, a Thor Stapari dives, so he gets a penalty there. The sim even admitted he dived. He dove, so you know. Gerard kicks this one and headed away. Munch Koopa is going to pick this one up to Bittner. Takes a wicked shot. Way off target, though. So, you're going to have another highlight. Stapari tries free kick, bounces off the wall. So it's going to be a corner. And he's doing a pretty weird waddle. To be honest here. Either way, he has the corner kick. Stapari boots it. The header, nothing happens with it. So probably just going to go for half. Yep. This feels like a pretty good spot, everybody, to remind you to stay hydrated. Hot days today. It was like 28, 29 degrees Celsius while I was um, outside all day working. Pretty hot. I felt like my skin was boiling a little. Probably because it was. But like, it's weird to feel your skin burning compared to like it just happening over a long duration of time. It's also weird to feel it happening over a long duration of time, but like at the same intensity like that. Very weird. Anyway, City for what feels like the first time all game is going to get a highlight. That starts with them. Legend Mertz to Legend Kaido? Kaido? To Legend Dog, baby. The diver to Mertz. Back to the goalie. Maybe he'll kick it in himself. I can't remember, but a couple weeks ago, I know a couple season weeks ago, I did see a long cross. What the hell? A long cross to Thunder as he finishes fast as lightning with the header. Yeah, we saw a goalie give an assist, which is hilarious. You have Velox throw into Munchkoopa to legend player to Thunder, and the goalie just Kerrigan just decides I'm gonna jump past it before it even fires towards me. Just mistimes it. It happens. Stapari has the ball. Pass up the wing to Gerard. I'll say that saved a pretty big opportunity. Thunder has the pass back up to Gerard, and Cheeseburger had a shot there, but unfortunately a little too far to the side, so it goes out of bounds. Free kick for Stapari. He's gonna boot this one far, headed away. Bittner probably gonna pick it up. Yep, does get there in time. Back to Stapari. Doesn't trap the ball. Gives it to Cheeseburger on the through. To the locks. Back to Legend Gerard. Takes a nice little touch to spin with it. Now passes it back to Stapari, who's looking for his partner in the midfield. It's gonna be Lexington to Velox. Back to Lexington. Back to Velox. Up the wing to Munchkoopa, who's gonna look, man, just to get past two guys there. Dives in. Thunder has a chance. He's in front of the net, and the shot is just hooked out too far to the right. So less accurate with the left foot, it seems, for Thunder. Cheeseburger has this one in front of the net. Takes the shot. It's too straight on. Unfortunately, it's a dang shame. Legend Gerard boots this one from the corner, and tried for a jumping flying kick there. Doesn't get it. It almost kicks him in the face, which would have been very funny. So Sydney's going to carry this one up the wing pretty well. Passes back to Jibison. I don't know, but either way, Tay Tao has the pow or something. Can you guys tell it's 1 a.m. for me? Maybe. Maybe not. Goal disallowed. I don't know about that one, dude. Oh. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Sydney gets... Sorry, Port Royal gets bailed out by that one. Stapari takes a decent shot, but it's too high. So Kerrigan to the diver. To Jabastin. The diver to Kerrigan. To Mertz. Ooh, intercepted by Velox. It's going to give Newman a chance. It's too high. Doesn't matter though, the goalie does tip it just in case. Stapari now on this corner. Boots it. It's going to pick up the rebound. Bittner. Tries to pass it to Thunder, I think. But doesn't work out, so. That's a shame for him. Corner kick in from Gerard. Return to sender, baby. Another corner. Sorry, another cross. Kerrigan boots this one. Headed back into play with Lexington. Tenderloin to Thunder. Back to Stapari. Up the wing by Gerard. Boots it to Thunder, who gets it to Newman in front of the net, and Newman finishes cleanly. Third goal of the season for the youngster. Good for him. Yeah, that felt like it was just a good play overall. Maybe Port Royal paid off the refs. Who knows? I do think they should probably review that offsides, though, to be honest. A little closer. Gonna be honest here. Yeah, I don't know. I think Newman was kind of... Might have been offsides there. But either way. 3-0 in Port Royal's favor is going to all but seal the victory for them. Against a team full of legends. So we can rip into them all we want. It's just legend players. They don't have feelings. Manjakupa. I should just call him Koopa. Yeah. Anyways. Gerard's chasing down the winger. Manages to steal the ball away. Gets to Stapari to Bittner. To Tenderloin. Back to Stapari. Yeah, back to Stapari. Lexington's gonna look to possibly deliver a killer pass. Nope, but it's Stapari. Maybe he will. Up to Bittner. Up the wing. Out of bounds. And your final score is 3-0. Newman scoring 2 and Thunder scoring 1, but also delivering at least 1 assist. Key passes. Thunder had 4 key passes, I think, there. Yeah, 4 key passes, and he had 2 assists. So he scored 1, had 2 assists. Newman scored twice. Okay. Either way, excellent play. Just a dismantling of the Legend team. So we're already at that point in the season where Legend teams stand no chance. Good to know. Well, folks, we'll be taking a look at the standings in just a second here, I think. And then we will call it. Eagles are going to jump up into first. Jakarta will stay pat at second. Port Royal will move themselves up into third with that win. Stockholm in fourth. Adawa Accra is going to fall to fifth, though. Atletico jumps sixth. Seventh is I didn't even see it, honestly. I'm sure I can find out. Yes, I can. Seventh is going to be City, and eighth is going to be Istanbul. Alright, folks. Thank you all for watching. Remember to stay hydrated, stay safe, take care, and have an excellent day, night, morning, whatever time it is. See you next time. Peace.